Good afternoon everyone, welcome to the MHG Tour of Watopia. It is the 13th of March, my name is Clive Finnimore and this is the Zwift Run channel. Hello everyone, how are you? Let's get this treadmill rolling. Rolling. Here we go, hope you all had a good weekend. I'm knackered, I'm knackered. I haven't even been running, not like the rest of you out there doing all your different events and PBs and all the rest of it. Good afternoon everyone. Hello MHG. Hello everyone else. Here we go then. So the MHG run that usually takes place at 12 PM UK time on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays for the next couple of weeks, we'll be joining the Tour of Watopia at the same time because we all like double XP. So here we are, we're here for a change of scene. Join the Tour of Watopia, have some extra XP. Good afternoon, Tina Beard. Tina says hello. I'm on the previous tour walking as I'm a bit unwell. Oh no, Tina, sorry to hear that. You got a bit of a cold, a bit run down, are you? Speedy recovery. Keep moving if you can. I feel a bit tired myself today. Had a busy weekend. We had some bad news on Friday, unfortunately. The people that were supposedly buying our house pulled out of the chain and now the whole chain's collapsed. So we're on the weekend, we was going to be packing and getting ready to move. We have now had to go back into cleaning and decorating mode to start viewing the house again, which is a bit of a blow. So one minute we had the contents of the loft pulled out the loft and it was all over the house, being thrown away and boxed up. We had to shove it all back up in the loft again to hide it all. So I've been painting and decorating and cleaning on the weekend. Absolutely knackered. This DIY stuff is no good for your health, I tell you. I even sustained an injury. I hurt my wrist. I fell off a box and hurt my knee. Far too dangerous. Good afternoon, Christoph. Heather says, sorry to hear that, Tina. Hope you feel better soon. Heather says, oh Clive, how disappointing, Heather. Yes, it is. You know what it's like. The emotional roller coaster has derailed for a minute. So it's now, we were literally 5 weeks away from moving. So now it is all hands on deck, trying to get the house back up to standard again and try and get some viewings to see if we can keep things going. Good afternoon, Leafon. Leafon says, I started to learn Japanese for no reason. 20 minutes in it for now. There's nothing wrong, that's very good. Try to broaden your horizons, learn a new language. Very good, Leafon. Oh no, Tina says she has some physical issues, a few injuries and niggles probably. All that hard training you've been doing, Tina's catching up with you. It's catching up with you. Maybe it's time to start tapering and chill out for a bit. So here we are again, running around Watopia. If you've joined us from the MHG run and you're running with the gang, don't feel that you have to run the full 7 kilometers today as advertised. If you just want to run the 5k like we usually would, that's all good. Carry on, finish at 5k. I was going to finish at 5k because we was going to have a viewing this afternoon, believe it or not, but they cancelled due to the bad weather. They don't want to travel here. So I may do the 7 kilometers. This is stage 2 of the Tour of Watopia. It's the first time I've run it, so if you want to complete the run, to help unlock the different bits of run kit. You need to finish this run. You need to finish all the runs to get the full kit. So no, Tina, sorry to hear that. Rest up and get better soon. I'm honking about you. Voice to text fail, I believe. Should be thinking about you, not honking. Nice one, Heather. I'm always doing that, my voice to text. Tina won't be taking part in the Yoga Half Marathon now. Sorry to hear that, Tina. Sort yourself out first. There's always another race. Your well-being is more important. You can always do it again next year. So it looks like we're all feeling a bit tired and knackered this week. I couldn't even find my MHG tops today because they've all gone in the wash and probably been hidden away, ready for the viewing. Gone up in the loft probably. I can't find them. So today I'm wearing my UTMB Snowdonia UTS 50 top, which Heather's husband Sebastian will be picking one up in a couple months' time, hopefully. This was the 50k one. The black one was for 160k, the blue one was for 50k. There was a red one as well for 100k last year. They're actually really nice, light, good training tops. Oh, Tina says on the plus side, she's walking her avatar up to level 24. Well done, Tina. I can't remember what level 24 is now. It's either, it could be the blue vest, the blue tank top, the animal socks, or the orange visor. So in game today, we've got Jackie, we've got Krisp, we've got Beth, we've got Heather. See if I recognise anyone else there, can't see. There's lots of people actually running. There's 65 actually running the Tour of Watopia Stage 2 today. Here's our little group, which consists of about eight runners today, running at 8 kilometers per hour. Good to see, good to see. It's nice to know everyone knows where we are now for the next couple of weeks. So if you were watching last Friday, I can't remember if it was the lunch run. I think it was the lunch run. My wife opened the door to the right of me here a couple times looking very angry, and I thought it was because she caught me out having a crafty run, but it was because she just found out that our buyers had pulled out of the chain due to health issues, I think, which is not very nice for them, but collapsed the moving chain, which is very irritating. But hope they're all alright. I don't think it's anything serious. I just think they were feeling ill and for some reason couldn't be bothered moving house anymore and pulled out. So that's why Lucy was getting angry with me. If you were watching last Friday, when I went in, I found out the bad news. So it was Operation Move House to Operation Hide Everything again and go back to viewing. Now that's why Lucy was in a bad mood yesterday. She's alright now. She's got over it. We're moving on. We're having one last attempt. We're going to go for it for another month. And then after about nearly a year of trying to move house, we might just say we've had enough and pull the plug. But we're having one last ditch attempt this month. Tina says when her back feels better again, she'll start running on Zwift, but the body won't tolerate long distance anymore. I have to face up to it. Listen to the body, Tina. As long as you've got Zwift, you'll always be here. Have a little rest. I think you were doing amazingly in all your training. You were working hard, and maybe you just pushed it a little bit too much. And like you say, listen to the body. Body's saying, have a rest. You have a rest. Good thing is about Zwift, you can still go for a group run even when you're walking, because we're all together. Camera 2 looks a bit foggy today. It wasn't very nice here last night, Tina. What was it like up your way in Somerset? Very, very windy last night. The bins ended up across the driveway. Luckily, on Friday morning I spotted at the back of my house a couple of my fence posts had come loose, like they do over time, rotted at the bottom. So I drove 2 massive bolts through them into my decking, which made them solid. And if I hadn't noticed that on Friday, I'm sure this morning they would have been down on the floor, the whole fence through the garden. So that was a good rescue. At least the potential house viewing today has got me to do some jobs in the house. I painted the porch, something I've been putting off for a long time. Got back out into the conservatory, Tina. You know, it's that spring clean up the spider poo in the conservatory time again. So the conservatory's had a good spring clean. Spider poo has now been removed. Spider web's gone, windows clean, plastic's all nice and white again. Threw away lots of stuff we didn't really need that we hoarded through the winter. The parrot has moved location again. She's moved from one side of the conservatory to the other, so she's got a different view. She wasn't happy to start with. Lots of flapping. Parrots are like that. If you put a new toy in their cage, or you move something in the room or the cage, they know. They know. They're very clever. She had a bit of a stroppy day on Saturday when I moved her, but she's alright again now. Wet, windy and horrible up in Somerset, very much similar here. Not nice at all at the moment, the weather. Usually when you get lots of wind like this, it means it's 2 weather fronts fighting it out. And as we had lots of cold weather last week, I can only assume that milder weather's trying to move in, hence the rain. And there's a battle of the winds going on. I think it's time the cold weather did one now. I'm ready for the temperatures going up. I'm sure my tortoises waiting in the fridge are waiting for the temperatures to increase so they can come back out. Or back out into the garden. Heather says, if I get bored of doing DIY at my house, I can pop up to their house and do some. It's not my favourite pastime, Heather. It's always very reluctantly done, which I'm sure your husband Sebastian's the same. When it gets to a point where it really has to be done, you do it. you know, but you don't think, oh, we'll have a different colour scheme this year when the current colour scheme's fine. It's that time of year, isn't it? Springtime. The pressure washers need to come out, you know. The house needs painting again. The old weeds need pulling up. Tina can give you a tip about that. Garden looks a bit shabby now. Time to cut the grass. The porch, what happens in our porch, because it's single block, through the winter with the condensation and the cold, you get black mould spots on the walls because it's so cold out there. Through the summer it's fine, it's just the winter. So now hopefully the cold weather's gone. Now I've painted it, it'll be alright again till next winter. But we did all this last year to sell the house. I didn't think I'd have to do it here again. And here we are. Springtime again. Time to clean everything. The only bonus thing is, if we do give up on moving, I won't have to redo the Zwift garage. That's the bonus. And all that hassle of having to move. Tina Beard's got 1 kilometre left. 1 kilometre left, she says. Walking takes so long. You should take your dog on with you, Tina. Get 2 treadmills, a dog treadmill. My dogs won't go anywhere near it. But I have seen videos on YouTube of dogs running on the treadmill. It's pretty cool, isn't it? But if my pug came on the treadmill, I'd have to put sandpaper on it, keep his toenails short. Leafon is also waiting for the temperatures to increase. Leafon's patiently waiting to get back outside and enjoy the country. But he's just had a second snowfall where he lives. It's freezing cold still. I think everyone's getting a bit fed up now, aren't they, with the wet and the cold and the wind. Bring on the spring, lighter evenings, longer days, that's what we want. Heather's avoiding the garden at the moment, staying in on the treadmill instead. Good choice, good choice. I think I've mentioned it before, my wife helps run the local duck race, which Tina's familiar with. The plastic ducks you drop in the river and catch at the bottom, and the winning 3 win some sort of prize or something. But unfortunately we always have to store 1,000 plastic ducks in our garden, and the lid has blown off the box, and over the weekend we ended up with plastic ducks all over the garden again. The worst thing is our rescued pet seagull also likes to dig them out of the box and carry them around the garden. So once again, there's yellow ducks all over my back garden. Hello. Hello. Sorry, yapping away on the live stream. 12 PM UK time. Currently, for the next couple of weeks, the MHG gang run Tour of Watopia. Instead of the usual MHG lunch run. Change of scene, double XP. Jackie, the marathon is on the 22nd. The 22nd of March, Christoph is running the marathon. He's going to join us at 12 PM on Zwift with the MHG gang, but on the Tour of Utopia event, which takes place at the same time, the 22nd of March, which is a week this Wednesday, so next week I believe. So make sure you befriend Christoph on the Zwift Companion app. Jump in at any time, even just to say hello for a couple minutes. Jump back out again. Christoph is running his first ever marathon distance on Zwift and in real life, but running it on Zwift next Wednesday starting at 12 PM UK time. We will see Christoph's off live. I'm hoping work isn't too busy, or we haven't got a house viewing or something like that, so I can join Christoph for a bit. Tina was watching TV until us lot came on. Thank you, Tina, for jumping over. Talking about jumping over, we'll be back later, hopefully. Oh, life's so busy at the moment. Is everyone feeling the pressure a bit? My work has got really busy lately, and to keep up with my weekly mileage, I'm having to carry out loads of crafty runs. Like last minute decision where you're doing something and you look at the time and you think, yes, I could sneak in a crafty Tour of Utopia now. So you run out to the garage, get it done, go back in and carry on with what you're doing. That's what I did on Saturday. Sneaked in a crafty run on Saturday. Yesterday I was too busy, I just couldn't make it out to the garage. Now we are running our usual MHG lunch run. Hopefully later on we can get another run sneaked in. Because the plan is, I run 100k a week, you see, and it's good to have a weekly goal, whether it's 100k, 50k, or even 20k, or even 10k. If you set yourself a weekly goal, that's what drags me on to the treadmill, knowing that I've got to accomplish that 100k each week. And I always like to try and get it done as much as possible before the weekend, because in that way, it frees up time on the weekends to do stuff with the family, do things at home, or even just have a rest day. Last week I accomplished that. The streams are a bit laggy today, must be the weather. And yeah, so we've got to try and get the mileage in when we can. I'll be happy when this moving house thing, whichever way it goes, whether we give up and stay where we are or we actually do move, I'll be happy when it's all over and we can get back into some sort of normal routine, because at the moment things are a bit crazy here.
Let me tell you about me. Take it down in 1, 2, 3. I don't like my boys too sweet. I don't worry about you. I just worry about me.
Tina's going to hop over to join us in a bit, get some more XP. We love the XP, don't we, Tina? Be good to see you. That's why all my crafty runs are taking place on the Tour of Utopia at the moment. Make the most of it while you can, because Tour of Utopia is only around for a couple more weeks, so get it in when you can. Otherwise it'll all be back to normal XP in April. So if you get 5 minutes spare, if you get half an hour spare, jump on Zwift. Tour of Utopia takes every hour on the hour, so there's plenty of opportunities. Christoph says he still has very young legs for a runner. It's a bit like me, Christoph. I only started running 3 years ago, so my legs, I started late. I didn't start running until I was about 42, 43. So hopefully My knees and hips will hold on for quite a while. Heather said she was listening to our Friday MHG live stream when she was out doing her last big run before the Paris Marathon. She was glad when we decided to run on to 10k. It meant we had a bit more company for a bit longer. Thank you for joining us, Heather. Thank you for joining us. Sebastian's fault, he made me run on to 10k. You would have heard the angry wife coming in then if you were listening. Towards the end, she kept coming, how much longer? How much longer? Heather, you are doing amazingly. Just think how far you must have come in the last 12 months. Do you feel like you're running long forward now? I'm sure you are. Consistency, Heather, consistency. Don't have to run too fast all the time. Just keep chipping away at it. None of us are competing to win the Olympics, so we do what we can when we can. That's what counts. The other reason I'll be happy when all this house moving rubbish is out of the way is we can get back to looking at in real life events and stuff, because at the moment everything's pretty much on hold. Apart from the plague, Mud Cruise Plague, first weekend of August, I haven't got anything else booked in, I don't think. So I've just been preoccupied thinking that I'm going to be too busy, if we do move, too busy dealing with the house and the animals. So I'm just having to hold back. I only signed up for the plague because it's just down the road from me. So it's local, don't have to worry about travelling and all that. Just go down, do it, and home again. But we're just trying to keep everything close to home this year, keep the costs down, etc. Hopefully next year we can branch out a bit more again, see what's going on. Jackie says, poor Lucy, understanding runners is difficult. Oh yes indeed, Jackie, you are very, very right. Lucy has absolutely no interest in running at all and finds it very difficult to understand why I do it, basically, and what I do. She thinks I'm crazy, but she has her hobbies as well. She's all into drama. She runs a drama school, a drama group twice a week, where I've got no interest in that, and we accept each other's interests and just let each other get on with it, really, most of the time. Christoph says his wife understands, but she'll be happy once the marathon's done and Christoph has got it out of his system. Problem is, Christoph, you know, once you've done that, it doesn't stop. Once you run a marathon on here and you know you can do it, you will be looking at in real life marathons thinking, now I've done it on Zwift, can I do it outside? And that's how the story starts. That's how it started for me 2 years or so ago. Can I run the Cornish Marathon? I did that. Can I run 50k? I did that. Can I run 100k? Can I run 100 miles? And that's how it goes. And I also like, and I know this sounds really strange, I like the possibility of not being able to do it. I like the possibility and the challenge of trying to get to the finish line. It's not about speed or anything like that for me. It's about running comfortable for as long as possible. And then when you're not comfortable anymore, can you make it to the finish line? That is the challenge. Racing against yourself. No, never say never, Christoph. I'm sure you will. I'm sure one day we'll be having a conversation about it. Just remember, even if you do it in real life, it's not a race. It's not a race. It's only a race for the people that are up there running for PBs or running for a podium position. For us mid-pack to back runners, it's all about trying to enjoy the experience, running it as comfortable as you can and taking it all in. Christoph saying, when is the Berlin Marathon this year? I don't know, it's around September, October, isn't it? Okay, Tina, not a problem. Tina says that she's missed the late join into this run. Oh yeah, literally by 5 seconds, Tina. Sorry. Tina's going to join at 5 to join the 5 o'clock Tour of Utopia Stage 2. So if you haven't run it yet, you haven't taken part, join Tina at 5 PM UK time. I'm sure I will be doing it again at some point later on today. And tomorrow, it is Film My Run 500 with Noble Pro, hosted and led by Stephen Cousins here on the Zwift Run channel and in Zwift. That's at 11:35 AM UK time. Fancy a bit of hilly stuff and some absolutely mega XP bonuses? Join us for that. If you're not ready for the hills or you're not quite ready for 12% elevation, set the incline to what suits you. If you're not feeling up to it or it's a rest day, join us anyway. Keep the incline on 0. Have a nice steady jog. That's at 11:35. And don't forget the XP bug. Loads of XP. Don't miss out. Tomorrow evening, I believe, we will be running Tour of Utopia Stage 2 at 6 PM UK time. Wednesday is the MHG gang again. Wednesday evening, it's the awesome Paris Marathon training with Stephen Cousins. 6 PM UK time. It's short and sweet. It's 30 odd minutes, but it's going to be quick. It's going to be quick. But if it's quick, it's done and dusted and over quick, which is a bonus. Heather's just saying there, see you next time, Tina. Yeah, thank you for dropping in today, Tina. Leon saying, is running across the room good, or do I need a treadmill or go outside? It's good if you run across the room, but just make sure you stop before you hit the wall. Anything active is good, Leon. Jumping up and down, keep active, keep moving. That's what it's all about.
I hit recorded drop, you can't ignore it. I'm transforming now these cars and planes, I'm always boarding. Just out touring down in Charlotte like I play for Hornets. When I'm performing, never boring, now you can't afford it. Champagne Perrier, finish friends on my face. Looking like I'm from the D. D's no Cartiers. Pockets deep.
Where did we get to anyway? Paris Marathon, yes, Wednesday night, 6 PM UK time. Join us in the Zwift Run channel, give us some encouragement, or come in game for a good interval session. Thursday, Film My Run with Noble Pro again at 11:35. Thursday night is Bag That Badge at 7 PM with Stephen Cousins. I might be there depending on the weather. I'm supposed to go outside with Run Club on a Thursday night, but if it's cold, dark or wet, I'll join Bag That Badge instead. Friday lunchtime back here with the MHG gang. Friday evening, it will most likely be Tour of Utopia for some more XP. And that's that. And then also watch out for the Crafty Run series. The good thing is about the Crafty Run series, no one actually knows when it's going to take place. It just happens. And the goal is of the Crafty Run series, undetected. Can you get away with a crafty run without being caught? Crafty Run series will be taking place during Tour of Utopia, every hour on the hour. When, we don't know, but it will happen. That's alright, Heather, that's alright. Heather's going to speed up a little bit. Go for it. Like we say, the MHG main group runs at 8 km per hour. But if you want to use it as progressive, if you want to use it as a walk, if you want to use it as a sprint, use it how you feel. It's a very stripy kit, that, isn't it? Very, very stripy. Lipon says, running shuttle runs backwards and forwards in the lounge, not glitching through the walls. No, not like I see her going through the barriers on Zwift. Half our body's inside the barrier and half our body's out on the road. Tina Beard has just uploaded a photograph to the MHG Facebook page of Rubens, her dog's reaction to Tina on Zwift. What's that? Trying to run the other way? All good is with the pug, by the way. He survived his ordeal at the vet's, having his toenails clipped and having to be sedated. All good, back to normal. Enjoying his walks again now. Back to his usual puggy, irritating self. He makes an awesome tripping hazard, my dog. But everywhere you go, he's stood behind you or between your legs. Even when you sit on the toilet, he's there, sat between your legs, waiting for you to move in case he misses a walk or a dinner time. Should we see if we can have a look at Ruben? Let's see if we've got Facebook on this phone. Right, MHG. There we go. Oh, look at that. Ruben reacting to Tina on Zwift, look. What is he doing? Is he or she? It's he, isn't it? Yeah, because mine is a she, my Labradoodle. There's Ruben, look. Just waiting for him to pop up in the in-game chat. Athletic, full of energy, look. Sprinting away. Oh, he's gone now. Look, the screen's changed. Let's see if we can change the screen back. Is he back? Should be coming back now. Wait for it. 5 kilometres done. Woohoo! Says Krisp. 5 kilometres done. Normally now I would stop because we've done our 5 kilometres, but because this is my first time doing stage 2. Oh, we've chopped his head off. We'll have to move it up a little bit. Because this is my first time back for stage 2, we've got to run the whole event, otherwise it won't count. Come on, Ruben, bring your head back into the picture. There he is! Sound asleep. Sound asleep. Well done, Ruben. That's what R1 does on the rug in the lounge in the evenings. Tina calls it the doodle pose. The doodle pose. Doodle pose. Eve is off. Bye bye. So we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 runners in our little MHG group here today. We are at 5.25 kilometers in. 2 kilometers left to go for the Tour of Utopia. We usually do 5k for the MHG run, so don't feel that you have to go the full distance. But as this is my first time running it, I will probably go to the full 7.2 kilometers. And it's nice to have a little distraction after our horrendous house moving news on the weekend. It's nice to run it off a bit. I was feeling quite tired before this. I had that feeling where you don't feel up for it and you're thinking of an excuse not to do it. And I thought, well, I can't say work's too busy because I'm alright at the moment. The email side and the telephone's got a bit quiet, so there is time to do it. There's no viewing this afternoon now at 3 o'clock, so I can't use that as an excuse. So we dragged ourselves out here, and now I'm glad I came out here. That's how it always happens, isn't it? Glad I'm here. Run off that pudding from last night's dinner, with a chocolate cake. Heart rate's nice and low today. You can tell that I you can tell I had a rest day yesterday. There was nothing restful about yesterday, I can tell you that. I ended up with paint fumes and bleach headache last night from cleaning and painting all weekend. But you can tell, obviously, my legs got a bit of a rest. Because the weather's so cold, I had to shut myself in the porch with the dehumidifier on and the fan heater going to try and warm it up in there, because otherwise the paint wasn't drying because it was so cold, and because the walls were trying to condensate, I had to put the dehumidifier on. But we got there in the end. The paint's now dry and it's all fresh and clean looking again for another 12 months. Oh yes, Heather says we missed you on the Paris Marathon training. Paris Marathon training, Saturday night. I was actually at a family party. It was my niece's 40th birthday party on Saturday evening, which I did not want to go to. I much rather have been running. But I had to go. We had to do the family duty, so we went to the family party on Saturday night. It wasn't too bad. Once we got there, it was alright. It's good to see everyone again. But that's where I was Saturday evening. So all Saturday morning I was painting, and then Saturday evening I was at a birthday party. So I couldn't even drop into the live stream and say hello. I did keep looking at the time and thinking about you guys. It's funny how you do that, isn't it? When you're carrying on with your everyday normal life, where you know that you usually run at certain times, you're looking at the time, thinking, I would normally be on Zwift now. Christoph says, did I run to the party? Christoph, it's funny you should say that, because so many of my family members on Saturday night were cracking the joke, did you run here tonight, Clive? And I just answered, nah, not tonight, not far enough. I think they were partly saying it because I'm always running, and they were partly saying it because I looked like I was in my running clothes at a party. I wasn't wearing shorts, however. chat. Yeah, I could have, couldn't I? I should have. That's what you do, isn't it, Heather? Heather quite often pops in when we do it, when there's a live stream on, when she's at a family meal. I think the problem was my wife was sitting opposite me on the table, and if I pulled my phone out, she would have known exactly what I was doing. So here we come down the steep hill back into Watopia, or not into Watopia, we're in Watopia, but back down to the town. There's the running track down there, the Mayfield track. Six kilometres done. Says Christoph, 6 kilometres done. We are all going good. Yes, we are. Yes, we are, Christoph. 6 done, 1 to go, 1.2 to go. And then that's it, we have completed Tour Watopia Stage 2. I don't actually know how many there are. How many stages are there, does anyone know? Is it 4 or 6? I think we've already unlocked the cap, and then I think on the next one you unlock possibly the shoes, and then you unlock the shorts and the t-shirt, so possibly 4 stages. You might have seen that. Christoph, you're watching the live stream, aren't you? Christoph, Heather says in the Zwift Run channel, Christoph, my companion app isn't working, and so sorry for not replying. So my plan is obviously to be back later on. Not sure. I like to. This is the MHG. No, it's not the MHG. It's the Zwift community run later on at 6:30 PM UK time. I'm just finding it a little bit late to join that run at the moment on a Monday, as the wife's not here because she goes to a club herself, and she usually works to about 6:30, 7, and then she goes to a club. So I've got to be around to cook the kids dinner. So recent weeks I've been trying to run a bit earlier so I can get the run in, and then by the time she comes home I'm all done and dusted and the kids are fed. But I'll try to be on for that run. If not, I will be on either at 5 or 6 PM depending when I schedule the crafty run. And of course it will be a Tour of Watopia run because we cannot avoid the double XP at the moment. Christoph says, no worries Heather, just read the message. So today we will be running either at 5 PM, 6 PM or 6:30 PM, or 1, 2 or maybe 3 of them. But it all depends on what's going on later on at home. We are now at 6.5 kilometres into the run, 800 metres left to go, 2 laps around the track. Had a bit of a headache earlier, seems to have lifted now, but apparently we are forecast possible thunderstorms about now here in Cornwall. How true that is, I don't know. The weather's quite good at saying we'll get a thunderstorm and then we don't, and then when it says we're not going to get one, we do. time. It's a bit misty out there at the moment. It's a bit grey. Currently not raining. The temperature here in the Cornish Zwift garage at 12.5 degrees centigrade. Quite warm, isn't it? Ain't been like that for a while. No. I can't even push my door open at the moment here because we've just filled that end of the garage full of all the rubbish from the house. Like you do. Who uses a garage to put the car in these days? If it wasn't for this partition I put up, I would have all sorts of rubbish around me. That's why I put this up. Keep this as my Zwift garage, and all the rubbish is that end. But there's all sorts of things in there at the moment. Old dog crates that we used to use, and boxes, hundreds of boxes which we were collecting to move. Now we don't need, so we just put them everywhere. Heather's just remembered. Heather says, I've just remembered that I put a casserole in the oven. Had to jump off the treadmill, take it out. 25 minutes later than it's meant to be. That'd be alright. I don't know if it's a vegetarian one or a meat one, but if it's a meat casserole, the meat's going to be nice and tender now. And if it's not a meat casserole, the vegetables will be nice and soft. Be slightly more reduced down so it'll be a bit more tastier, you know, all those flavours. As long as it hasn't dried out, that's the main thing. Yeah, Christoph says that is perfect now, Heather. Nicely reduced. The more you reduce it, the more powerful the flavours. Yeah, that's like the alarm that wakes you up in the morning, isn't it, Heather? Heather says she set an alarm, but she switched it off and gave it an extra 5 minutes. And forgot to turn it back on again, and then just forgot about it. That's the good thing about running, you see. When you, well, it's not good about your casserole, but when you're running, your mind just goes off everyday life, doesn't it? It's just it's a break from everyday life when you go for a run. Resets the mind, tires out the body. It's a bean casserole. She'll soon find out whether she's massacred it or not. It could now be a puree of bean soup. If it's gone too mushy, stick the blender in there. Cream of bean soup. 7 kilometers done, says Christoph. No, says Beth. Thanks for the company, everyone. Well done, team. Good work. See you back here on Wednesday, MHG. Have a good day. Stay safe and take care. Until next time. Cheers. Bye bye. Christoph says, see you next time. Have a great day. Heather says, thank you for the company. Yep. Thank you, Heather, for joining us on the Zwift Run channel. Thank you, Tina. Thank you, Christoph. Thank you, Leafon. Always good to have you guys on board the Zwift Run channel. Live every day. There we go. There we go. There is. Was that the end of the run? We haven't got to the end of the track yet, I don't think. Somebody's party streamers are going off then. You see, sometimes I'm not paying attention. I stop when I see that and fall short. we've got to keep going. We've got another 80 meters to run, and then we'll see what we unlock for stage 2 of the Tour of Utopia. There's the finishing arch. 50 meters to go. And then back in the house for me, quick shower, back to work, and then we'll try and slip a crafty run in later on, either at 5, 6 or 6:30, depending on the window of opportunity. I shall of course live stream if I get time. Sometimes it's a bit late of a decision for me and I've got like 30 seconds to get on here and I don't quite set the streaming stuff up. We will try to do that later on. And there we go, we are done. Nothing unlocked, I don't think. Not this time. Maybe there's 6 then. Every 2 we get an unlock. Krisp is going on to 7.5. I'm going to stop there. Or actually, yes, that is a good point, Krisp, isn't it? Good point. I've stopped now, look. We've got to run on. We've got to run on. We get the extra little XP, haven't we? Us XP addicts. There we go. We're going again now. It takes a while for this treadmill to slow down, stop, and then restart. There we go. 10.10 to go. Oh my god, I've gone up to 17 kilometers per hour. Quick, slow down. Woo! Yeah, this is Krisp. XP Clive, XP Clive. Yes, I'm coming, I'm coming. Gotta get the XP. There we go. Another 20 XP in the bag. All done. There we go. Okay then. Alrighty then. Thank you all for joining today. Oh, that little sprint at the end wore me out, that did. Yes, thank you all for joining us on the Zwift Run channel. Well done to everyone in game. Hopefully we'll be back at some point this evening. Crafty run time. If not, we will be back tomorrow at 11:35 AM for Film MacRun 500 with Noble Pro. And it will be on the Zwift Run channel, of course. So until then, we'll see you next time. Take care, stay safe from me and Scotty the Squirrel. Bye bye. See you later. Bye.